Hey, welcome to My Daily Thought Part 1. Today, ego versus confidence. I like to look at ego as something that's manufactured, whilst confidence is something that's cultivated. I've come up with a theory. In this theory, confidence, similar to growing strawberries, is cultivated. It needs to be constantly watered and nourished in order to flourish. It cannot be built overnight, and instead needs to be left to grow in an ideal environment, to then be harvested at the right moment and used for the correct purpose. It is up to you to formulate this ideal environment through your actions and behaviors to cultivate your strawberries or your confidence, and then use it to execute at the right moment. Your daily activities should, in many ways, be oriented to promote your confidence and to increase your confidence, right? So whether it be going and training, learning, studying of some sort, reading, dressing well, looking good, if that's what you're into, your daily activities should be you cultivating that confidence, allowing it to grow, giving it the right environment, just like your strawberries would, right? And then when it's time to harvest them, you harvest them. And you use that confidence to go and do something. But you've got to keep working on growing it, and it'll grow back, and it'll grow back quick. You know, confidence gets a little bit damaged. You take off the strawberries, it's gone, they're gone. You lose your confidence for a very brief period, but if you bring back those habits that you had, or you keep maintaining those habits, those strawberries will grow back rapidly. Your confidence will come back like that, because confidence, it'll regrow as long as you're cultivating it correctly. Ego, on the other hand, is manufactured, much like strawberry jam. It still utilizes the strawberries and just adds a few additional parts like sugar. Furthermore, it can be manufactured quite quickly. Ego, or strawberry jam, can be put together in a matter of hours. But once it's gone, it requires the ingredients again in order to be manufactured again. It's not like confidence whereby it'll grow back. It needs to be created again from those ingredients. This is where confidence and ego differ. They may taste similar, they may have a similar colour, and yet be so very different. Confidence is nurtured and is far more resilient than ego, whilst ego is manufactured from confidence and other parts, like personal ideals and one's idea of themselves. But as a result of this, it can very easily be torn down. And once gone, it doesn't take much for it to be manufactured again. Confidence in oneself is extremely important. It provides a sense of self. Ego is also important, but must be controlled. Ego is what allows us as humans to do crazy and radical things. I'd argue that anyone who's ever done something radical or crazy or incredible has had a fair bit of ego attached to that, backed up by a lot of confidence. But without ego, we'd never do these amazing, wonderful things, because confidence is the known. Ego gets you into the unknown. Ego should simmer just above our confidence, so as not to become a hubris. And much like the jam fit theory, confidence should be a large component of the product of ego, to ensure that it is grounded in reality, with just a little extra added to afford us to do crazy and revolutionary things.